The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's got it on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the run, it's Cantrell. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Griffin. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one is perfect. And the field goal caps off this first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over 1st and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Got room to work. Turning it on. Powers through.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Griffin. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking to fire. Release to the back. It's caught. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Griffin. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Got his man on the right, and that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Finds a man on the left. Ripping through the defense. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed Big House, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A quick touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Running through contact. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the toss. Got the first down and more. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. The short hands, it's Cantrell. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Sets up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Griffin. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking deep. He's got it down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Penn State, 21.
And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic? Well, we've got fast guys, too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That's caught. It's Cole. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Finds his man. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. He is torching the defense of Nittany Lions, imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kijana Carter.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, they're after him! And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record of Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Herring Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Griffin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come out.
Another incompletion on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line.
Nittany Lions will take over. 1st and 10.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Cantrell. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and Penn State has had so many great backs. This guy fits right in.
Fits right in, just big, physical guys that give them the ball. You know exactly what you're going to get. They can make some plays, and they build their team around the running back spot.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They take the lead with the 6.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Willis. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Payne. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Tackle is made at
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got it in the middle. It's Payne. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Going to the run, it's Willis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock...
Turning it on! The 40! The 20! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They have the lead in a 2-possession game, and oddly lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Willis. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. Breaks into the open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
It's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Going deep. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Henderson. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Now, 4th down.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Bringing the heat. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to...
He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 89.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 26 to Florida. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
That's caught. It's Moses. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. A first down run on the doorstep. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cole. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
42 Spider.
Both of these teams are high-powered.